I know I'm late on this news from the Pittsburgh Steelers prior to the recording of this video, but Omar Khan, he gets a contract extension and he's staying in the city of Pittsburgh and staying with the Steelers organization. So he deserves that contract extension, in my opinion. So, and he's been doing pretty good with the Steelers organization as the GM. Hi everybody, Jordan Steele 88 with another video. I'm going to talk about Omar Khan's contract extension or contract extension if you get my understanding in this video. So let's jump right into it. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, they assigned Omar Khan to a 3-year contract extension that runs through the 2028 season. Omar Khan's been a GM since 2022, a couple of days after the 2022 draft that Kevin Colbert was controlling. And in his 3 drafts, they have been pretty good. Although the third draft, we don't know what we're gonna get out of it. But his first 2 drafts have been pretty good. Although Roman Wilson and Torrey Fontaine were hurt during last season. Excuse me. So I mean his drafts have been pretty good, in my opinion. So because I got a feeling though he wants his teams to contend. And like I was saying in my previous video about was it last year or something like that? No, it was last year that Omar Khan does not play games at all. He just pushes the right buttons at times. So I mean, he was signing contract extensions to players because ain't trying not to let people hold out. Although we're waiting for the T.J. Watt contract extension to come soon, because it's not just Omar Khan doing a pretty good job with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's his like his sidekick, I will say, Andy Waddle doing a pretty good job for him for the Steelers too. Him and Andy Waddle made, like I said, with my previous videos, one hell of a combo because well, both Han and Andy Waddle, they emphasize on fixing the front, whereas offensive line and defensive line, and they've done that in 3 straight drafts. Well, the first 2 drafts under Omar Khan were offensive lines in the first round, and this past draft was a defensive lineman. In 2023, they drafted Roger Jones in the first round, and he's back in his natural position as left tackle. Was it 2023? Yeah, if you didn't give my correction, if I didn't say it right. But in 2024, the next season, dropped another tackle Troy Fontaine. He played he played one game, but got hurt during the Broncos game in week 2. So, and then this past year, they drafted Derek Harmon. So, yeah, because they want to because they know that the game of football is won up front. Unlike what Kevin Colbert was doing, because Kevin Colbert, I think since 2018, he was getting skilled players, not the front. In 2020, when Marquise Pouncey and David Castro left the team, Kevin Colbert did not fix the front. Omar Khan did in his first draft in 2023, like I said before about Roger Jones, and then the next draft, Troy Fontana. And in that 2024 draft, they drafted 3 offensive linemen: Fontana, Frazier, and McCormick. So yeah, man. So I hope Andy Waddle gets a contract extension for the Steelers too, because teams are going to be looking for are going to be trying to interview Andy Waddle for the GM position. Because I don't want Andy Waddle to leave the Steelers. I hope that don't happen. So yeah, and then people nickname the con artist and all that. So because of the draft, because the way he's been drafting players and all that. Because I got because most of the Steelers fans they were getting excited about Omar Khan and what he was doing, especially in the dress and free agency. Because Omar Khan, like I was saying in my previous videos about him, he goes hard in free agency. I remember last year, well, yeah, last year we signed kind of big name players. Well, if Patrick Queen, Russell Wilson and Justin Fields were no longer on the team. Who else? Cordell Patterson, guys like that. But this year, he pulled. It seems like to me he's pulled the trigger on on these guys. Like when they traded away, well, a couple of days ago when they traded away Mika Fitzpatrick to the Dolphins for Jalen Ramsey and John Smith. So because Jalen Ramsey and John Smith, I think they were saying that they were the missing pieces to the Steelers. Well, we'll see what that happens. We'll see about that in the 2025 season. And they traded away, and they did a smart thing, on my opinion, to trade away George Pickens to the Dallas Cowboys for more draft capital. So, yeah. Well, on Khan in his first 2 years, we're 29-22. In the playoffs, it's 0-2 because we still have some of Colbert's players that are ruining his team, in my opinion. So, I know he's not had postseason success so far, but it could change in 2025 because we got Aaron Rodgers as our quarterback. I know a lot of people don't, or some people don't like the signing of Aaron Rodgers when we did like last month, I believe. So yeah, man. So yeah, because he's looking for his first Super Bowl as GM. I don't know what's going to happen this year. Could happen the next, but we'll see. So so congrats to Omar Khan to getting that contract extension, and hope we sign T.J. Watt to another contract extension soon, because that's a priority for the Steelers front office to do that. Omar Khan, Andy Waddle, Mike Tomlin, Art Rooney II, they need to get on that. They need to get T.J. Watt signed ASAP. Because I've been hearing all these ridiculous rumors about trade rumors and all that type of stuff. So, yeah. So, congratulations to Omar Khan getting that contract extension and staying with the Steelers organization. So, let me know what you think down in the comment section down below about Omar Khan's contract extension. I'm starting to like our GM. I know 2025 wasn't that all that exciting in the offseason for some Steelers fans, but he's doing his best to build a championship roster. Do I think this is a championship roster? No, I do not think so. It's going to take time. Like I was telling some Steelers fans around social media that this team is at least like 4 years away from contending for the Super Bowl. Counting the first three drafts, well, or rather, we need to hit it at least four, four more, four drafts. Well, counting the third three, it could be one more to have a talented roster. Because I got a feeling our roster is starting to be stacked with talent, in my opinion. So, with that being said, that's all for this video. This is Jordan Steele 88. See you guys in my next video. And as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.